just because she's 1 of 2 on her 3-pointers tonight.
Yeah, it looks like Ganson right now. It looks like if the 5 sitting down or the 5 for the Thunder, it looks like Ganson would be in, Kerwin would be out. So it would be Ganson along with Erzik, Becker, Sullivan, and Robinson. That'll be the 5 St. James will have. The pressure has worked well tonight for Miege. That's the only reason they're really in it at this point.
Yep.
Again, 46-43 is the score. 21 seconds are left. St. James has the ball here.
They need to take care of it right now. No turnovers should happen here. Need to protect the ball.
Becker gets it into her cleanly. He's tried to foul. They didn't call it for a few seconds, so 3 seconds tick off the clock. Stags only have 2 fouls, so they have 3 left to give before Thunder head to the line. Kerwin now checking in for Ganson.
Tatum has had some great minutes tonight for the Thunder on both ends.
Same exact set there. Becker gets fouled by Verhulst. We're going to keep seeing this over and over. That's going to be Verhulst's 2nd foul, team's 3rd, so 2 more fouls before St. James is shooting at the line. Obviously, if you're Miege, fouling is secondary, trying to steal the ball off the inbounds here, but if they do get it in, Miege is going to definitely try to foul here. Becker gets it in the front court. And that was an egregious foul. That probably should be an intentional or a flagrant or something. Erskine just ran at her. 2 hands extended there.
A little excessive there. I definitely would think that would be a flagrant, especially with the 2-hand push.
They're not going to call. They're going to call it a reach-in foul, so it's going to be St. James ball. 15 seconds left. They have it in the front court now. Again, St. James up 3 here. 46-43 is the score. Becker inbounds Sullivan. Great catch.
That was a great catch. That easily could have been stolen.
Yeah, it was not a great pass on the inbounds there, but Sullivan showing her athleticism, going up and getting that one. So 13.8 is on the clock. Sullivan goes to the line to shoot 2. St. James really just needs her to make 1 to make it a 2-possession game.
Jayla McClendon checking in here after the free throws from Island Sullivan.
You're on the first. That's what St. James needed. The freshman coming up in a big moment there, knocking down the free throw.
With 13 seconds left, you're thinking about the Stags right now. They need definitely 3-pointers at this point. No more 2s and just steals.
Sullivan knocks down the second, so 5-point game. Verhulst is going to bring it up, guarded by Kerwin. St. James can't foul. Verhulst takes it inside, gets the easy 2. Timeout called. So 7.2 is left on the clock. Verhulst knocks that one down inside.
Definitely smart there if I'm Kirsten Verhulst. Get that easy 2 so you have that 3-point game in your hands that you know of.
Yeah, St. James definitely was letting her shoot the 2 there, was giving her that path to the goal really clearly. Coach Snell was telling him no fouls and no 3s, and so Verhulst, easy bucket there. Now with 7.2 left, St. James, the key here, just got to inbound the ball. Once you get the ball in bounds, it's about making free throws, but it starts with inbounding the ball cleanly.
Definitely.
Both teams have 1 timeout left if they do need to use them here.
As you said, no reason to foul on that last play. Just let them get the 2, then lock down defense on this next possession. But you got to get the ball inbounded first. Definitely don't want that 5-second call. You got that timeout in your pocket.
Yeah, you got to think if it's getting close, Coach Snow call timeout like he just did a few moments ago. Just 7 seconds left. Still plenty of time if the Stags do get a steal or even St. James misses free throws on the foul shot. Still plenty of time for Miege to get up a good look from 3. If it comes to that. It's going to be Robinson inbounding the ball. It's going to be McClinton on her. St. James nothing. Goes to Becker. It is out off the Thunder. What a mistake by St. James. That is not what you could have there. And with 6 seconds left, Miege is going to get a look from 3.
That is a huge call by the referee there because we don't have replay, so whatever she says, that's what it's going to be. That is a huge call. And Reagan Becker has got to be smart there not to get a technical foul. Keep her mouth shut there. That is no good at talking to the ref.
It definitely looked like she thought that was going to be out off the Miege player. Nonetheless, you cannot let Miege make that play. So 6 seconds left. Miege, they're going to need a three. You got to think Mary Grant or Verhulst is going to be the player they go to here. But how they get them the ball is what's going to be interesting and difficult for St. James to predict.
That is really just a huge call. I mean, if I was the referee, I would really have no clue on that one. That was pretty tight.
It definitely looked like up here it was really a 50-50 call. I mean, both players kind of made contact with the ball at the same time there, so just a really difficult call to make, especially without replay. Like you said, obviously at the high school level, that's not available. So really difficult call goes against St. James. Miege, now they have an opportunity with some life breathed into them by the last minute or so, where they've come back down 9 all the way back down to down 3 here.
And also the Stags have possession, so maybe the possession error, so maybe that had some thought in the process in the call right there. You got it, like what I said, you got to get the ball cleanly, and they did not execute.
Yeah, and that's one again. I mean, St. James, the clock was, the 5 seconds were winding down there. You probably could have used the timeout, but instead made the bad pass. So Miege, 6 seconds left. Miege does not have a timeout, so they're going to need to get the ball in here. They're going to get it on the baseline. Verhulst will be passing it in. She'll be guarded by Sullivan.
I would say you're looking for Mary Grant here for the 3.
You got to think so. Grant is open. Doesn't get it to her in time. Comes up short. McClinton gets the board and the putback. And St. James doesn't need it. Inbound it, and the Thunder will win.
The Stags don't have any more timeout, so that's why they could not stop the clock there. That's why that 2 really did not matter for them. Great win here tonight for the Thunder.
Yeah, definitely a nail-biter at the end when it didn't need to be, but St. James pulls out the victory, 48-47. We'll keep you tuned in here on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. Boys game between Bishop Miege and St. James should be on in about 20 minutes or so on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
test. One, two. He hung up. I looked like an idiot. Test, test, test. Talk to him, ask if he can hear me. Test, test, 1, 2. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. I'm here with Coach Tom Radke. Coach Tom Radke here on the sideline. Coach Byers, Coach Rick Byers on the sideline. 1, 2, 1, 2. Test, test, test.
St. James and Bishop Miege, a couple of crosstown rivals next on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. And a good evening, Thunder fans, and welcome to the Thunderdome in Lenexa, Kansas. I'm Jude Wonder alongside Will Nichols. Will, what can we expect to see tonight?
Well, for St. James, it starts with guard play. Senior point guard Jacob Fratzel is the engine that gets this SJA offense going. St. James will need him to play a big role on the offensive end to come away with a win tonight.
And while St. James has some talented guards, they will have a difficult challenge in competing with Bishop Miege's Liam Tesmer tonight.
Absolutely. He is a great player coming into this one, averaging 24 points a game on 78% shooting. He will be a difficult matchup for the Thunder tonight.
Should be a good one. St. James and Bishop Miege next on TBN.
All right, now let's send it down to Mary Claire quickly here for an update. Let's send it down to Mary Claire in just a moment. And we'll get that update in just a minute for you. Now let's do national anthem and prayer. We do one. All right, we welcome you back here on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. Now let's send it down to Mary Claire with Coach Dom.
Thank you, Will. Happy New Year, Coach. Having only played one game in the last 3 weeks, what do you need from your guys tonight in this important matchup?
Well, we're just trying to find a level of consistency, kind of on both ends. You know, still early in the season, we're just trying to figure some things out, but we've had a really good week of practice, and I think we'll be ready to go.
What is your strategy to keep Liam and Keenan in check here in the first half?
Well, they're really good players. You're not going to shut them down, but hopefully not just the first half, hopefully the whole game. But they're going to get a lot of our attention for sure.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Mary Claire. We're seeing the starting five announced now. Jonathan May will be in the starting lineup for the Thunder in this one. That's going to be his third straight start. He'll probably be the man tasked with guarding Liam Tesmer early on. Tesmer, one of the best guards in the state of Kansas. It's going to be a really difficult matchup for us Thunder tonight.
Yeah, like you said, 3 straight starts now for Jonathan May. He's one of those guys, the defensive spark plug that was coming off the bench at the beginning of the season. Coach Tom obviously has a lot of faith and trust in him, especially defensively to lock up Tesmer tonight as he gets the start along with Fratzel, Peters, Colich, and Daymall.
Both these matchups last year were low-scoring affairs of 48-43. Miege win at the beginning of the year at Miege last year. St. James won on their home court 52-38 last year. Both games low-scoring. You got to expect tonight will probably be the same, especially with how St. James has really played well on the defensive end ever since that game against Aquinas. This is going to be a big game. The important thing is starting out with a lot of energy here for a Thunder. You can tell this environment is going to be electric. This is going to be a high-powered environment early on. St. James needs to be the team that starts fast early on here.
Yeah, both student sections already full. It's going to be a good one. You love to see this rivalry back in sight this year. Excited to see where this one's going. Jake Colich is set to tip off with this one. A change. Normally it's the taller Daymall, but guess they're going with Polich on this one.
Yeah, interesting decision by Coach Tom. We'll see if it pays off. Ultimately not that consequential in the game, but interesting decision to have Polich tip.
Tucker and Kolich a tip. Tucker wins it for Miege. Miege wearing the red, trimmed in white and blue. St. James in the home white. Tesmer face guarded by Jonathan May, like we talked about.
You see how far up May is already. They're going to make life difficult for Tesmer.
Good off-ball screens for an open three. Just can't go there for Keenan Polson. Good drawn-up play there. Got the backside picks and an open shot. Just way too long on that one.
Yeah, and Tesmer's the leading scorer on this team, but Polson, the other guy, a freshman, we're going to be saying his name a lot tonight as well. He's a guy that can do it on the offensive end. Obviously a bad shot there, but St. James needs to keep their eyes on him all night long.
Yeah, full court zone look for Miege tonight already, trying to slow down this Thunder offense. Kolich with the ball up top, guarded by Polson. Drives left, kicks it into the corner to Fratzel, guarded by Tesmer.
Looks like they're going to set something up here. Probably going to try to get Peters the ball.
Already 7 on the shot clock. You got to hurry. Jonathan May with it now. 3 on the shot clock. Got to put something up. Kolich from way downtown. That one hits off the rim. No good. Tesmer with the rebound. Tesmer pushing the pace for the Stags. Goes with the left hand. Great pass inside. Up and in. It's Luke Nelson over the taller Evan Damall.
Nelson, early bucket there, but really the credit goes to Tesmer. He set up that play, set up that bucket for his big. Great play there by Tesmer.
Good pass by Fratzel inside. It's Kolich. That one just a little bit off the mark there. Polson now with it, trying to push the pace for the Stags. Pull up mid-range. That one way short, and that's his second air ball of the night already. Rare to see 2 air balls in one night, especially in the first minute and a half. Evan Damall now with it. Post move up and another air ball on the other end.
Guys are not coming close early on tonight. Polson, he's going to take another.
This time hits rim, no good. Rebound goes to Peters. Peters running the point for the Thunder. Guarded by Taron Jackson.
Jackson, the football star, obviously at wide receiver for the Stags.
Open look for Peters. Corner 3, nothing but net. That's what you like to see there. Emmett Peters, the best three-point shooter on this team, getting an open look and drilling it from the corner.
Yeah, credit to his guard there. Fratzel setting him up. Easy look there from Peters. He's going to knock that one down more times than not. Great way to get your star player going there for the Thunder.
Tesmer with the ball. Great defense by May. I'm going to say it stays with the Stags.
Right in front of that St. James student section. You know, May and the rest of that student section clearly thought it was St. James ball, but May's going to keep possession instead. May's done a really good job guarding Tesmer the first couple minutes here for Thunder.
Jackson in the corner, gets the high screen. Kicks it over to Polson. Guarded by Fratzel.
Only 10 on the shot clock. They're pulling it out. One shot here. They're going to get it to Tesmer. You got to think for the last shot.
Good defense by May.
Oh!
Crossover, step back 3, airballed by Tesmer, and the shot clock violation. Jonathan May clapping. He likes that defense, and so does the rest of the Thunder.
Yeah, you know, for a second there, Tesmer, he didn't get a bad shot, but overall, just a great possession of defense. Really good. 35 seconds of defense by the Thunder. They come away with the stop. You've got to love the defensive intensity that St. James has started the first 2.5 minutes with here.
Kolich with it. We'll dribble it back out, slow it down for the Thunder.
Kolich had a big game last game for the Thunder, scoring double digits in that one.
Jonathan May, 3 around the rim and no good. They're going to try to push the pace here. Up with the layup, no good. Offensive rebound is Nelson, up and in for his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, Nelson, he hasn't gotten many touches, but he has both buckets for the Stags. Doing a great job being active. That's the big thing as a big. Being active gets you buckets.
Kolich tries a corner 3. No good. The only one to make a 3 so far, and the only one to make points for the Thunder is Emmett Peters with that corner 3. Tesmer now with it. Double teamed. Kicks it out. Deep 3. That one way short. Rebounded by Fratzel.
St. James doing a great job forcing bad looks by Miege.
Peters with it now. Looks like a mass substitution for the Thunder.
Both teams have played really good defense so far. St. James, I think the key, you got to get Peters a little more involved. He's only really touched the ball a couple times. That's your best shooter. I'd try to get him the ball here.
Yeah, definitely a slow-paced game in this one. Fratzel tries a deep 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Damall puts it back up. No good. Gets his own rebound again. gets his own rebound, puts it up, bundled it both. Bundle a Ruski do, as Andy Reid says.
Absolutely, finishing there, got the board and the finish, and now Fratzel taking it the other way. Let's see what he can do here.
Damon with it. Layup off the backboard. Good pass by Fratzel.
Great job by Damon finishing there. He didn't finish the first time last possession. This time, first look, finishes it off for the Thunder.
Polson running the point now.
Fratzel's done a good job guarding Polson early on tonight.
Haven't seen much of Tesmer halfway into the first quarter already. Great defense so far by Jonathan May.
You see St. James, all the attention is on Tesmer right now. They're not letting him get the ball.
That one just thrown away. Great defense there by Jonathan May. Face guarding him all the way out to half court while all the action was happening in the paint. Something you don't see very often unless it's one of those super skilled players that you need a guard like that. And Jonathan May is doing an excellent job so far as he'll get the substitution.
Yeah, he did a really good job, and he obviously is the guy that deserves most of the credit, but I like how whenever Tesmer's getting in the lane, whether he has the ball or not, St. James is really crashing around him. They're not letting him get the ball on cuts or inside, and it's making May's job and a lot of the rest of the defense's job a lot easier by sending multiple bodies at Tesmer.
Mangini with the ball. Kicks it out to Fratzel at the right arch. Guarded by Polson. Dribble drives with the right hand. High layup, up and in and one. Jacob Fratzel with the tough layup.
That is a big-time finish by Fratzel again. He's a smaller guy, Fratzel is, listed at 5'10", probably a little shorter than that, but man, what a great finish there by Fratzel. You see him here, there, a little bit of misdirection. Contact comes, doesn't matter, finishes high above the rim for the and one.
Fratzel completes the three-point play. He had to get that layup way over him. Obviously doesn't have the height advantage, had to get it high up off the glass and in. Great play there by Fratzel. Pull-up jumper, no good for Jaden McDaniel as Mangini now pushing the pace. Gives it to Damon. Damon just can't hold on to it, and it will be a turnover ball to the Stags.
Love the look there, Damon. Great pass from Mangini setting up Damon. Damon just looked like he wasn't necessarily prepared for it, couldn't finish the play, but that was a really, really good look in the fast break.
McDaniel now running the point, guarded by Hornback. Tesmer still in the game, this time guarded by Fratzel now with May out. Still being face guarded. Good pass inside, up and in, and one. John Tucker has his chance at a three-point play now.
Tucker's a guy, he made an impact certainly in this game. Last year, knocks a shot down there. Good finish by Tucker, looking for the three-point play.
John Tucker looking to complete the three-point play. Free throw up and in. 10-7 Thunder lead. A little more than halfway in the first quarter. Fratzel still running the point. Guarded by Tesmer, picked up at half court.
Fratzel, the lone starter that St. James kept in through the substitutions here.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Fratzel and May switching off guarding Tesmer today. If one's in, the other's probably not. That's a tough layup. Mangini up and in, and one. Frankie Mangini. The third and one bucket we've seen already in this one.
That is a big-time finish there. He made a great move. The dribble move there was tremendous, and then finishing through the contact as well. What a sequence that was for the junior guard, Francis Mangini.
Peters back in for Fratzel. We'll see who guards Tesmer in this one. Looks like it'll be Matthew Davis most likely. As Mangini tries to complete the three-point play. Free throw won't go. Tucker with the ball for Miege. Gets it over to McDaniel, guarded by Mangini. It is Davis face guarding Tesmer as we predicted.
Miege looks content to just take Tesmer out of the play.
Tucker inside, Phil Jones with the and one bucket. Good pass by Tucker to set up Jones. Foul on Kwapazetsky, gets the and one bucket.
Yeah, and I was just about to say before that, Jones, he's definitely got the size advantage against Kwapazetsky. Well, Miege goes right to him. He used it to his advantage. Got Kwapizowski in the air, and the foul for Jones. Big time finish there.
And the 3-point play for Phil Jones. Back and forth in this one so far. 12-10 Thunder lead. Miege gives the ball to Hornback. Hornback looks to backdoor to Peters. Now it's Davis in the corner for a 3. That one just short, out of bounds, and will be Miege basketball.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad look there. I love the pass from Hornback. What a great play that was to get it to Peters. Peters stopped his cut and still was found with the ball, but unfortunately St. James can't knock down the 3, and now Miege is going to get the ball back with an opportunity to get their first lead of the night.
Yeah, and those are those shots you can live with if you're Coach Stan Dom and the Thunder. You want to get those open corner 3s as the Thunder now in a zone defense look with Tesmer out of the game. Phil Jones up and in again. His 5th point of the night.
The big fella's come in. He's made an impact off the bench. Great pass by Hornback.
Back out, Kwapizowski 3. That one just short. Hornback gets the rebound, throws it off of the defender like he did last week, and it will stay Thunder basketball.
You know, it's a really niche skill, but I think Hornback might be the best guy in the state at throwing the ball out off the defender. I mean, he is so good at it, and gets St. James another possession with that skill there.
Hornback with the ball. Kicks it to the corner. Peters tries his second 3. That one just short. Fighting for the rebound. Looks like it was last touched by Miege.
Yeah, it looks like I think that was
off Davis. Both of them really looked like they didn't go for it. It must have not been touched at all, but it almost looked like it was touched by Jalen Johnson down low.
So Miege will get the ball back. 53 seconds are left. If you're Miege, you know, with Tesmer coming back on the court, with Davis guarding him now, I think you got to try to get Tesmer involved.
Got to try to go for the 2-for-1 most likely. Got to try to get a bucket in soon. That's going to be an offensive foul. And that's the right call there. Jones looks like he lowered his shoulder maybe a little bit too hard inside.
And that's just so difficult if you're Jones. He's just a lot bigger than Kwapizowski. There's not much you can do there as a big, really, to try to bang down low when you're that much bigger than a guy. And that's just a tough foul there for the Stags. St. James, they're going to get the ball back, though. Not enough time for a 2-for-1, but they're going to be able to hold with about a 5-second difference here on the shot and game clock. They're going to be able to hold a long time before they have to shoot here.
The student section getting into it now. Peters with the ball up top. Gets it in the Kwap.
They're trying to let Peters make whatever he can make happen here.
Thinks about the deep 3, doesn't take a Euro step up. Floater mid-range, up and in.
Now Tesmer, only 4 seconds left. He's going to shoot it.
No, he won't. He'll kick it into the corner. Open look. No, they're going to say travel. And Thunder basketball with 0.2 of a second left.
So not much you can do there if you're St. James. You see that Peters look. You know, probably not a charge, probably a good no call there. There wasn't much contact, and Jones tried to sell it to get the foul, but a great finish by Peters.
That deep 3 won't go there for Miege. 14-12, Thunder lead over the Stags. We'll be right back on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
Seminar and you're like, I just don't know what to do, you can ask your seminar teacher or study hall teacher. You can come on down during the day. We'll solve your problems and you can get right back to work so that you can be more efficient and have fun at home. And this rec center is where students can...
As we welcome you back to TBN, 14-12, St. James leads over Bishop Miege. Been a back and forth ball game so far. Will, what have you seen done good by both teams?
Well, I think, the first 4 minutes or so was really the defense. That's what I loved, I think, on both sides of the ball. I thought they played good defense, both sides, especially St. James. St. James, I think they deserve a lot of credit. They've taken Liam Tesmer completely out of this game. and you deserve a lot of credit for that if you're St. James. On the other hand, I think Miege has done a great job of really trying to limit St. James's ability to drive the ball inside and really making life hard on Fratzel and Peters and making other guys step up.
Davis with the ball, gives it over to Peters. Peters deep, corner three, up and in. His second three from that corner. That one a little bit deeper, almost looks like his back of his foot was right near the out of bounds line.
That's a big time shot. You know, Peters has been in the corner a lot tonight, been definitely a corner guy so far, but he's knocking down shots, and that's what you want if you're a Thunder.
Tucker gives it inside to Nelson. Mangini tries to swipe it away, leaves an open corner three for Polson. He can't hit it. Rebound for Peters. Peters now inside to Davis. Davis will dribble it back out and slow it down.
I love that decision there. Peters, that's a great pass. Try to make something happen, and then Davis, an even smarter play, not realizing nothing's there and pulling it out.
Mangini out of control there. That one won't go. Rebounded by the Stags. Matthew Davis face guarding Tesmer. They're going to call a foul on Davis.
St. James didn't love that. That's going to be a face guard. That's going to be a foul on Davis, rather. He's been face guarding all night. May and Fratzel checking in now. St. James bringing out Mangini and Davis, and those are, you know, they got some good minutes from Mangini and Davis there. Now you got the starters back in. You got to think things are going to go a little better for the Thunder now with those guys out there.
I'm going to say an offensive foul on Taron Jackson, it looks like.
Yeah, they called a moving screen. Definitely the right call. Looks like he was moving a little bit too much. Again, that's another foul that's caused because of the face guarding of Tesmer. They were trying to get a screen for Tesmer to get him an open shot, but they tried to do too much with the moving screen, and it's ultimately going to be St. James' ball because of it.
Fratzel with the ball. Over to May. Inside to Damon. Looks like a zone look almost from Miege.
Lots of room for cutters when St. James has it at the top of the key in this zone.
Peters thinks about the corner three, doesn't take it. Looks like they doubled off of that once Peters gets the ball. Peters now dribbling in it with the left hand. That one stolen away in open room here for Polson. That one up, no good, but they're going to say a foul on Hornback.
Hornback wanted to meet Polson at the rim. You see it here. What a great pass ahead. Hornback was chasing him down like a hawk, just completely whiffed on the ball. Comes up a little short, but you love the aggression defensively there from Hornback. And ultimately, it's going to send Polson, the freshman, to the line to shoot two.
Polson yet to score in this one. Still hasn't scored. Misses the first free throw as the student section, giving him a little bit of trouble there.
That's always a difficult thing in these rivalries. St. James, you know, Bishop Miege having to come into this environment. This is one of the best environments they're going to play in all year long. Just an extra challenge when facing a team like St. James on the road.
Second free throw up and in. Polson splits the pair. Thunder now with the ball. 17-13, they lead. Peters now with it into the corner to Kolich. Back up top to Peters. Risky pass. As Peters tries to get a pass, he wants the foul, won't get it. As all the way, it's Tucker. Good layup. Will use his wingspan to get over the shorter Peters there.
Great job by Tucker on that one. St. James again still in this zone. I want to see him try to get Damon in the high post. That feels like your best look right now to make something happen for the Thunder. Yeah, trying to do it now.
You would like to see him give it into Damon and have him kick out for an open corner three, preferably Peters to shoot that three, as he's had two of them tonight. As May will try a corner three. That one way too long, and it's Miege's ball. Looking to push the pace with Polson. Wow. He gets the three in transition and takes the lead for the Stags, 18-17.
More than comfortable taking that one was Polson. That was a big-time shot by him. St. James, they have to respond now. This zone has worked well, but you got to find a way to break it, and that probably is finding a cutter here. Communication especially important on the offensive end in a zone.
Yeah, Thunder looking to have trouble. What a play there. Damon passes it. Fratzel left his feet before even having the ball. Gets it up and in for two.
And that's what I'm talking about with the cutter right there. You just make one pass to Damon, get a guy slightly open with a little room, and then the cutters start coming. It's really easy basketball when you look at it that way, but St. James, they just haven't moved off ball very well. against that zone.
Tesmer now with it. Good pass inside. That one blocked away by Daymall. Thunder now with it, trying to push the pace. It's Fratzel. Fratzel over to Peters. Peters 3. And that one a little bit too long there.
Yeah, St. James really needed that one. That would have caused a big crowd pop there, but couldn't knock it down. And now Miege gets it back on their end.
Deep 3. That one well short by Tucker. Peters now with it.
Good board by Peters as well. Now back into that zone. St. James has to figure out a way to get by it. Daymall's open, it looks like.
Daymall tries a corner 3. No good. Fighting for the rebound. Kolich won't get it. It's Tucker. Lob pass all the way down the court. Wow. Up to Polson, up and in. It's a great pass there by, I believe, John Tucker, all the way cross court to get that.
And yeah, that's a really good pass. You see inside here. Great block by Daymall. He is that interior presence for the Thunder. You know, they haven't had a lot of times in the half court where they've challenged Daymall, but he's done a great job responding to it all game. There's that look. Again, Daymall, there's just a little space. You see Peter starts to cut. Fratzel cuts. When you have a guy get the ball in the block there at the high post, there's going to be angles for guys to cut. The defense is going to have to converge, and so there's going to be opportunities to cut. Daymall's a willing and good passer, so you can make stuff happen there as well, but you've got to get the ball inside to Daymall first, and St. James just hasn't done that well enough so far against that zone tonight.
Yeah, Miege has been doubling down when the ball gets down low. You would love to see him get it inside to Daymall. They double down, try to kick it out into the corner like we were saying. We've had those open looks we've seen from May and Peters. Some of those guys that are putting up those threes just haven't been able to go for most of the team, but Peters with 2 tonight.
Yeah, and I love the decision to bring in Hornback here. They're bringing in Hornback for Peters. Hornback's probably the best cutter on this team, one of the best finishers on the team inside as well. So I think it's a really good choice to bring him in. Obviously brings so much as far as defense and rebounding, but this is the sort of environment where he can really succeed offensively as well, off ball as a cutter. And I think you're going to see him really, his athleticism used in that way here against the Sill.
Fratzel with it, gives it into Hornback. Hornback cross court, corner 3 for May. No good. Rebound to Polson and the Stags.
Good look there for Thunder. Again, you get your shooters good looks from 3. That's what you want. You just got to knock them down now if you're a Thunder.
Polson guarded by Kolich up top. Lots of off-ball movement to try to get the ball to Tesmer. As I believe it'll be another illegal screen.
Right. Yeah, they had a little stagger screen there. It doesn't work for Miege. They've had way too many illegal screens tonight. And it's just because they're trying to get Tesmer open because Jonathan May has done such a good job guarding him. And they haven't been able to do it with him moving off ball, so they have to throw screens at him. And when they do that, they haven't been doing a good job getting set, and St. James gets the ball.
Yeah, Tesmer having trouble scoring in this one, but Miege still leads by 1, 20-19. 3:30 left in this one. Lob to Daymall, up and in.
Go a little alley-oop there to Daymall. Great play there, getting Hornback to set the backside screen. Daymall finishes with the easy layup, and St. James gets the lead back. Now on the defensive end, again, it's about guarding Tesmer. That's the guy you got to watch if you're the Thunder.
Daniels ball guarded by Hornback. Trying to dribble drive inside. Can't get it. Kicks it back out to Polson.
Still plenty of time. Got to wonder if they're going to try to get it inside to Jones as well. He's had success tonight against the Thunder Bigs.
Tesmer visibly frustrated by this Jonathan May face guarding defense. Tries a deep 3. It's Polson. No good. Offensive rebound. Phil Jones kicks it back out. Dribble drive in. McDaniel, they're going to call a travel.
Yeah, and that was a good board by Jones. McDaniel just a little bit too, looking for a shot a little bit too much there, and that's going to result in a turnover. Gotta love the energy and effort from Jones there on the offensive glass.
Fratzel with it. You can hear Coach Dom yelling, go. They want to push the pace a little bit.
They've gone back to that man look now.
Mangini, tough layup up and in. His second and 1 of the night.
I've loved how Mangini has responded this game and last, both coming off the bench. He's really taken that as a challenge to score a little bit more. You see him here going up against McDaniels. Great finish there by Mangini, getting his second and 1 opportunity of the night.
Yeah, and you can't let the lefty dribble drive left on him. As misses the free throw yet again. Fighting for the rebound. Jones comes down with it for the Stags.
Damal got hit in the eye too. He's trying to blink it off, but I think he's struggling to see a little bit right now.
Hornback with it. Say out of bounds, ball staying here with the Stags.
Nico Serta checks in. This is first action of the night. They're taking out McDaniel after a turnover.
Tesmer with the ball. That one loose. Grabbed by Hornback.
Great ball screen defense again on Tesmer there.
Hornback awkward look. That one won't go. Rebound to Serta. Serta
Great
tries
steal.
to get a pass in. Stolen away by Mangini. Retained by Fratzel. They're fighting for it.
Haven't made a call yet. Now there's a little bit of scuffling going on down there.
As the student section clapping and Hornback interacting with them.
Yeah, there's a lot of chatter down there right now from a lot of guys. All three of those refs are, it looks like, talking to different people, trying to get this one cleaned up. It's going to result in a jump ball.
Yeah, you could hear the student section getting loud there for Hornback. Hornback definitely one of the fan favorites, also the safety in football for this Thunder team.
Yeah, he was definitely playing to the crowd a little bit there. Looked like he was saying something. The ref didn't like that very much. And yeah, just a lot of action going on right there. Doesn't really result in anything. Miege still going to get the ball, so that's where we're going to be at here with 1:50 left. If you're Miege, you want to try to get a lead going into the half here. I think how you do that, I think Tesmer obviously is the guy you look to. He hasn't scored much tonight, though, so I think you look to Keenan Polson, the point guard, number 1. He's been the guy scoring more. He's already got 6 this quarter. That's the guy you're probably going to look to if you're the Stags right now offensively.
Ref still talking it out.
Wouldn't be surprised if we get a double T here. That feels like an easy way to kind of give a little warning to both these teams. Looks like they're just going to go no call, which frankly I like better in a rivalry game. Let these guys play a little bit.
And what else do you expect? I mean, 2 heated rivals, Miege and St. James. Obviously, you're going to see some bad blood and turmoil in this one. As Polson has it now, guarded by Mangini. Gives it inside Phil Jones. Thinks about the deep mid-range. She'll take it. Ooh. Up and in.
Wow, he has looked really, really good offensively tonight. 7 points off the bench, and St. James doesn't have an answer for him.
Good pass inside. Fratzel can't get it to go. As they're going to call a foul there. Looked like he got hit in the head almost a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely did. You see great back cut. Yeah, there's a bit of contact on the head there. That's one of those calls, I don't love the call because he waited till he saw they missed the shot. That's what you don't want to see. You want to make it, it's a foul or it isn't. You don't have to wait to see if the guy actually made the shot or not to make the call, but nonetheless, St. James will take it. They're going to go to the line.
Routs' first free throw, Rather's home. 24-22. St. James looking to extend their lead out to a 3-point game with this free throw right here.
Definitely a defensive heavy game like we expected early on here.
Last free throw rattles home. Polson now with it. Still guarded by Mangini. He's going to dribble this one out, trying to set up some sort of offense.
Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to eat a little bit of clock here. They don't want St. James to go on a run. Polson's a guy that can make a shot late in the shot clock if they need to do that.
Phil Jones with it. We saw him make a mid-range shot from right there. He's going to try to post up.
Oh, my.
What a spin move by the big fella. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Hornback into Thunder.
What a move that was. Just can't finish, but, man, this guy's good inside.
Hornback trying to pass it. That one stolen away. They're going to call a foul on Fratzel, which actually works out better for the
Thunder.
Thunder.
That's not going to be a foul on Fratzel. They're going to call it on Tucker. That's the right call. Tucker, you see right there, he elbows Fratzel, gets him right in the neck as he gets the ball. And that's the right call. It's difficult if you're Miege. You got the steal, but Tucker just a little too far out of control. So St. James going to get the ball back now.
And that's a huge call there because if they don't call that, he had a fast break open passing layup. As I believe it will be in the bonus now for Fratzel to shoot 2. And that's who you want at the line.
Yep.
If you're the Thunder, your two best free throw shooters, Jacob Frautzel and Emmett Peters, you definitely want one of those guys at the line every time if you can.
Absolutely. That's really a great turn of results there for the Thunder.
Frautzel nails the first one. 4-point game here, looking to extend it.
They're going to have to take Tucker out now with his second foul as well. Just a really unfortunate sequence from Tucker. Makes a great play defensively and then results in the turnover because of the foul.
Frautzel hits both. Full court pressure on Tesmer. They're going to...
Yeah, there's a substitution timeout here. Devontae Hudson comes into the game now for the Stags. They're going to take Serta out. Final 45 seconds here. St. James don't let Miege get back into this one any more than they already are.
Colson with it. Looks like a zone look now for the Thunder, which will leave Tesmer open for the first time all game to dribble it around up top.
Yeah, St. James goes to this look to end half a lot. It's something that's not uncommon to see.
Deep three by Jones, no good. Rebounded by Hornback. Nangini now with it. They can hold for the last shot if they want to. They're going to call a foul on Polson.
St. James just a little bit lucky there, and you see Mangini trying to break down court. Clearly didn't know that he had to, or that they could have held for the last shot there. Lucky break there, but he's going to go to the line now, shoot two for the Thunder.
Yeah, I don't really know if I agree with that call. Not much contact there, but two shots coming up from Mangini.
They've been definitely trying to whistle it, I think, a bit tighter ever since we saw the jawing happening a couple minutes ago. That normally is how refs respond to something like that, so I think that might be the reason for seeing the last few calls maybe whistled a little closer than they had been earlier on.
Mangini hits the second one.
They're going to bring May in for him now. Good defensive substitution. 21 seconds left, only going to play defense, so get your best defender out there to guard Tesmer.
Back in the man look, it's Jonathan May face guarding Tesmer once again.
Final 15 seconds here. Got to think they're going to try to get something at Tesmer. If not, probably a pick and roll with Colson.
Colson up and in. Good mid-range shot there. Yeah, 5 seconds left. We'll see what the Thunder can do. Hornback with it, gives it over to Peters. Peters deep three, no good there. 28-24 is our score here. Thunder lead.
Great end to the half there for the Stags. That's exactly what they want. Now let's send it down to Mary Claire with Coach Dom.
What are you going to do to contain Liam and Keenan here in the second half?
Well, we did a really good job on Liam. I don't think he scored. Just rotating guys on there. And Keenan, until the last shot, I thought it was their other guys that kind of scored that kind of caught us off guard a little bit.
Appreciate it, Coach.
28-24, the Thunder lead over the Stags. We'll see you right back here in the second half on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
From Thunder Studios in Lenexa, Kansas, this is TBN Pulse.
Hello Thunders, I'm Salma. In this episode on TBN Pulse, we meet Mrs. Denton and the art department to learn about architecture and interior design class. And we go behind the intercom to see how Mrs. Holloway and Mr. Radke starts each day with that SJ excitement. This is TBN Pulse.
I like seeing kids
From Thunder Studios in Lenexa, Kansas, this is TBN Pulse.
Hello Thunders, I'm Salma. In this episode on TBN Pulse, we meet Mrs. Denton and the art department to learn about architecture and interior design class. And we go behind the intercom to see how Mrs. Holloway and Mr. Radke starts each day with that SJ excitement. This is TBN Pulse.
I like seeing kids get it. The whole purpose or the objective to this class is, I hope I have designed it for kids who are interested in any of the built environment, whether even if it's engineering, like HVAC or civil engineering, to architecture, to interior design, to landscape design, to city planning, that I give kids a little bit of familiarity of the different options in those fields. With this class, even if you don't go into the field, you could use the things that we learn in this class for, let's say you get your first apartment and you don't want to be moving the furniture all around, but you want to get it organized, the whole apartment, for the way that you're going to use it, and you can do that with this class. You can kind of learn to sketch quickly and to do this, and it's just real helpful. As you get on, you know, if you're building your own home, it's like how to be the best client, how to even decide, make decisions and learn about that.
Architecture and interior design is one of those concepts that is both super fun and super practical. Thanks to Mrs. Denton for showing us her class, and thanks to Max Brown for producing that segment. We think St. James Academy's morning announcements are pretty special. Let's go behind the scenes.
So the morning announcements are a big part of who we are at St. James. We always like to start everything we do off in prayer, and so that has been a tradition that has been here at St. James since we first started.
This is the day the Lord has made, so let us rejoice by starting in prayer.
Coach Radke, we only started doing the announcements after Mr. Huppy retired. And so we were like, Mr. Huppy was awesome, and he just brought the juice, as his words, the juice. So we thought, well, what better way to honor his legacy and his remembrance by just bringing that joy and that energy every morning to morning announcements. I think we have so much goodness here at St. James, and so much awesome things that happen on a daily basis, from games to honors to awards that students or teachers even achieve, and it's just a way to celebrate.
Last night, boys soccer won regional finals 7-2.
We want an opportunity to celebrate everybody and the goodness and the amazing things that happen here at St. James.
We want to start the day with a smile on everybody's face and energetic and ready to go, because we love this place, right? And so there's always great energy here, so we want to bring that on morning announcements. Mr. Huppy started announcements before I got here, and he had such a way of, he didn't need notes. I need notes, right? And I have it all. He didn't have anything scripted, and so he would just do it off the cuff, and you would just laugh, like, where did he come up with that? And so a lot of things that Amber says in the morning.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Yeah, it is. It is Friday. It is All Saints Day. It's the first Friday.
Just kind of off the cuff is vintage Coach Huppy. And just when I say, let's get with it today, that's his signature line. That is not me. that's just a tradition that we wanted to carry on. And I wanted to have my own little signature line at the end, so I said, just remember, Jesus loves you.
Hey, let's get with it today. And remember, Jesus loves you.
There's very few things that you really need. And you need to know that Jesus loves you, that your parents love you, and your siblings love you. So just start your day with, just remember that you've got Jesus backing, especially here at St. James. You're going to see and talk about Jesus a lot, right? And so it's just a quick reminder to start off your day that you're good. Everything's good because, you know, you got people that love you, and Jesus does too. So what could be bad?
That segment was produced by Tommy Quack. Thank you to Mrs. Howley and Mr. Ratke for the interviews, and for starting our days with some fun. Thank you to all the students in the SJ Media Arts program for making these segments. And thanks to you for watching TDO Pulse. I'm Sam Moy. God bless you. Go Thunder!
All right, we'll send it down to Mary Claire for another interview.
In the first half to get some separation. What is a key adjustment plan to make in the second half to take down the Stags?
We got a little bit stagnant against their zone, so we need to get a little bit more ball moving, attack the gaps, and then we just got to hit some shots.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, 28-24. Thunder lead over the Stags at the start of the second half. One of the biggest keys of the night was to try to shut down Liam Tesmer, and so far the Thunder have done a great job of that.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't have done better if you're St. James. Tesmer, as far as I know, has not even taken a shot yet, which that is exactly what you want if you're St. James. Now, on the other hand, you know, there's positives and negatives, right? You can look at this as St. James does not let this guy take a shot. That's awesome. On the other hand, Miege is within 4, and one of the best players in the state has not taken a shot yet. He has not gotten going on offense. When he gets going on offense, Miege could be a really difficult team to stop. So St. James, if you keep guarding Tesmer like you did in the first half, I think you're in a good spot. If Tesmer gets going, watch out, because the Stags are going to be really, really difficult to beat them.
Yeah, Tesmer, only one shot it came on that at the end of the shot clock. Deep three they kind of had to force and missed badly. Obviously, he'll probably hope to try to shoot more coming up in this second half.
Back to that 1-3-1 zone now. They're being aggressive in the corners like they were.
Corner 3 for Peters. No good. Rebounded by Tucker.
Good board by Tucker. Good start. And you see Tesmer, they're still guarding him full court, face guarding. Nothing changed at the half.
That one will be Thunder ball. Crouch with the ball. Still the deep zone look for Miege.
Yeah, they've brought it out a little bit now. So now when St. James has the ball deeper in the corner, Miege is trying to attack it a little more.
Kolich, corner 3. That one good. That's what you like to see there. Jake Kolich had a huge game last week against Heritage Christian with those 14 points. Gets his first bucket of the night on a huge corner 3.
Feels like it really was a turning point last week's game for Kolich. You know, that was his first bucket, but he's still been an impactful player for St. James tonight. You love to see him again. When you have shooters in the corners, it makes beating a zone really easy, and Kolich knocking down a big one there.
Inside, it's Nelson.
Good
Great
move.
pass inside. John Tucker with the bucket.
It's a really good play there. Tucker doing a good job. He has the height advantage against Kolich when he's guarded by him, so use that athleticism, use that height, go to the rim.
That one will be an offensive call. They're called on.
Yeah, it's going to be a moving screen on Daymall. You know, it was a little bit moving, and this has been a game where the refs have really loved calling the moving screen. So I think St. James has to be aware of that. You have to make sure you're absolutely 100% set, and Daymall wasn't there. Results in a turnover. Yeah, the refs have been consistent on that call all night. Absolutely. Probably the right call with the way they've been calling it. Inside, trying to find Tucker. This one's stolen away, and Peters now with it. Good job by Colich hitting the floor quick there. That wins you possessions and ultimately wins you games. Peters tries to drive inside, and that'll be an easy charge call there. Stags basketball. Yeah, credit to Nelson there. Did a great job, Luke Nelson did, of taking the charge, being willing to fall to the ground, make the extra little effort there, and got his team in possession because of it. Really smart play by Nelson there. Full court pressure now. Fratzel guarding Polson full court. This one's stolen away. Almost looked like it was kicked. They're not going to call it. Colich now with it. Trying to drive inside, kicks it out to Peters. They're going to reset the offense. And again, a great job. St. James try to press on the fast break, but if you don't have it, take it out, slow it down. Really good choice there by the Thunder. Peters all the way inside from the corner. Gets the finger roll to go. You're not going to have an easier bucket all night tonight if you're Emmett Peters. Just really great job, fake to handoff, and got both Miege defenders to go with May there. Easy bucket for Peters. As Miege will call a timeout, 30-second timeout coming up for Bishop Miege. Miege calls that timeout again. You see Peters here. He fakes the handoff. Tesmer goes with May. The other player wanted to switch there, doesn't get that. St. James, really good start to the half, I think, right now. They've done a great job offensively, really good job of being aggressive. I like how they attack there with Peters as well. You want to get Peters going. He's had a quiet 10 points so far. You want to get him a little more active early on in this one. Now let's send it down to Mary Claire with her update on the timeout.
Coach Dom really emphasizing not letting anyone backdoor cut, and they need to really pressure on the ball.
All right, thank you, Mary Claire. Now we're back at the game here. Miege with the ball out of the timeout. Let's see what they'll do. Coach Derritt probably trying to draw up something for one of his star players like Polson. As he gets a mid-range shot, no good, rebounded by Peters. Peters done a really good job at rebounding tonight already, with at least 5 that I can think of right away. Yeah, good job, and that really Daymall gets the credit there. A great box out against Nelson the big. That allowed Peters to crash hard, get the bucket. The shot that's unfortunate. Goes off, malfunction there. Peters missed the 3 anyway, so good for the Thunder being able to reset their offense. Probably be an inbounds from the side as Phil Jones checks into the game for Luke Nelson. Jones has been really good offensively tonight. I think good idea to get him in here early. You don't know how many minutes necessarily he can play tonight, but he's a guy I think you want to get him in the game as much as possible because he really, outside of Polson and Tesmer, has been the guy that's been making stuff go on offense for Stags. Daymall with an inside, great pass inside, Fratzel, no good. Good shot contest there by Liam Tesmer. Tesmer now with the ball on the other end. Guarded by Fratzel. Looking to try to do something with it. Inside, kicks it out to Jones. Jones dribble drive in. Post move, kicks it out to the corner. Back to Polson, gets a man to jump. Inside Jones, gets the shot and one, and that's another and one by Phil Jones. I mean, that was a perfect offensive possession. If you're Bishop Miege, such great patience. Great job by Jones there. It was a good look by his teammate, and then Jones doing a great job, gets Daymall up in the air, finishes. But really, that whole possession was a great job of not settling for a good shot and looking for the great shot there from Miege, and it results in potentially 3 points for the Stags. Phil Jones hits the free throw. Phil Jones, not the kind of guy you would expect to have a smooth jump shot like that, but he has been really good from the line tonight. Yeah, and it kind of is, it feels silly to say, but that's what Steph Curry has brought to the game of basketball the last 10 years. Everybody has to be able to shoot now, and I think, you know, in the past, 90s, 80s basketball, that sort of player is not going to be getting the ball much outside. They're going to be a post player exclusively. Instead, Jones out here knocking down shots. It's really impressive to see. Peters with the ball inside. Once the foul call doesn't get it out of bounds, will stay with the Thunder. Good take there. Like how Peters being aggressive right now. You see again, he's taking it inside. They don't really help off very much defensively, so it allows for an easy shot for Peters.
Fratzel thinks about the deep three. Drives baseline, reverse layup, no good. Rebounded by Tucker. Phil Jones with the ball, kicks it out. Three, no good. Rebounded by Matthew Davis. McDaniel's three can't go.
Jaden McDaniel unable to knock that one down.
Peters tries a three. Tried to get an off-ball screen for him with Fratzel there. That time just doesn't work, but a good shot selection and a good look for the Thunder.
They're trying to get it inside to Jones, now trying to clear space for him. St. James, you see Davis starting to help a little bit.
Daniel inside to Jones. Jones working on game all. Gets it up, no good, but 2 shots coming up. Phil Jones been doing a great job of posting up Damol.
Look at this move. He takes it baseline. It seems like there's nothing there. He sees Damol shading a little too far to the outside, takes it inside, forces the contact. Damol's jumping way too much right now against Jones. He's picked up 2 fouls because he's just jumping too early this half. That's something you got to figure out. He's already got 3 today, and frankly, St. James, they don't have another guy that can really guard Jones inside, so Damol has to get away from the foul trouble. It's really, really hurting St. James if he gets that 4th foul.
Yeah, Thunder, one of those teams always with a lack of size. You see in every sport, really, but basketball especially, they never have those super tall or really big kind of guys are able to defend that as he misses the 2nd free throw. Mangini now trying to push the pace for the Thunder. Mangini into the corner. Hornback doesn't take it.
They're playing really, really good defense. Love how they picked up the ball the last couple minutes. The Stags, they've done a great job putting more pressure on him.
Fratzel tries a 3, no good. Rebounded by Jones.
It's not a bad look. Again, he's just pressing a little too much right now. Fratzel is.
That shot up and in. High arcing shot for John Tucker.
Nothing you can do but laugh at that one. That was a lucky sort of shot right there. Just not a good look, but ultimately goes in and it brings it within 1.
33-32, Thunder still lead. Mangini into the corner. Fratzel tries another 3. That one just short. Damol kicks it back out, and Hornback comes down with it. Good play by Damol. Mangini now trying to push it. Corner 3 for Davis. That one drilled. Matthew Davis with a big corner 3, and Coach Dom will call the timeout.
What a big-time shot that was. Davis, his first 3 of the night. You give that guy some space, he knocks it down. You know, I think that's a part of this team that's really unsung when you talk about St. James. The role players, guys like Davis, May, even a guy like Kolich and McGee that you expect to score a little more. All these guys are really good catch-and-shoot guys, so that allows guys like Fratzel and Peters, when they drive inside, to still get a really good look out there on the perimeter with a catch-and-shoot 3.
Absolutely. 36-32. Able to extend the lead out to 4 and kind of shut down that run that Miege was going on. Great offensive possession there, and a good pass by Mangini to get it into the corner to an open look for Davis.
Yeah, definitely love that for the Thunder. Again, 36-32, final 3 minutes. St. James, I think the key right now in the huddle, you've got to be talking about what is your answer right now for Phil Jones, because St. James doesn't have an answer right now. Got to figure out that answer and fast before Damol gets in foul trouble. Now let's send it down to Mary Claire with a quick update on the timeout.
Now emphasizing in that timeout by the Stags, they really got to stay straight up on number 50, the freshman. No reason to foul, and they're going to trap in the paint on this upcoming play.
All right, thank you, Mary Claire. Bishop Miege will start with the ball. St. James going with that full court look here, putting a little pressure on him. It's going to be McDaniel bringing it up now for the Stags.
Tesmer still face guarded by May. Hudson now with it, gives it over to Tucker.
What space he created there.
Gets it inside to Jones, kick out, Hudson 3, no good, rebounded by Hornback. A great look you like to see there by Miege. Gives it into Jones, and Jones has done so well down there that the Thunder are forced to double down, leaving an open 3. That one no good there.
Daniel did not like that call, and kind of, frankly, hard to blame him. You'll see here Mangini, the offhand with that right hand, he kind of initiated the contact a little bit. That's normally going to be an offensive foul. Instead, it goes against Tucker, or McDaniel rather, the defender, as you see McDaniel head out there.
McDaniel checks out for Taron Jackson. Damol with it, gives it over to Mangini. Mangini working into the corner, kicks it back out. Damol tries a 3, banks it in from the corner. How many times do you see a bank 3 from the corner, Will.
I think that's the hardest way to make that shot. I don't know there's a more difficult shot to make in basketball, really, that you're going to take. And now St. James has it on the other end. Great defense there.
Mangini cross-court pass to Davis. Back to Mangini, guarded by Jackson.
I like that St. James, they've done a good job. They're trying to find the fast break opportunities, but they're willing to settle and not feel like they have to take a shot in the fast break if it's not there.
Hornback kicks it out. Open look for Mangini, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Hornback. May
Wow.
comes down with it.
That's great effort. I mean, when your big leaves the paint like that, still having a guy like Hornback that can be in there and fight for the rebound, that is so, so huge for St. James.
And that's 2 possessions in the past couple minutes with a big offensive rebound like that.
Absolutely. That's the sort of stuff that wins you games right there. Just get more cracks at taking shots. You're going to do better.
Mangini tries to get it up with the left hand, no good, but 2 shots coming up off of the Jones foul.
So Mangini will go to the line. You see here, great look by Daymall. He had the look there because Jones decided to try to take the charge instead of going out with Daymall. And Daymall knocked down the 3. Definitely not the prettiest way to make it, but still counts for 3 points nonetheless.
Mangini misses the first free throw short.
Jones, that's going to be his second foul, so he's checking out now. Or no, rather, they're going to keep Nelson and Jones in. First time we've seen that tonight. I kind of like that look, especially against what St. James is going with Kwapizowski out there. You're going extra big against a smaller St. James lineup. It could work out really well for Miege.
Yeah, and who's going to guard the other? And Mangini misses badly there. Mangini's been struggling from the free throw line tonight. But with those 2 bigs, Nelson and Jones into the game.
Yeah, Hornback's guarding Jones.
Hornback guarding Jones.
And, you know, wow. They call a reach in on May. Don't love that call, but it's going to be Hornback guarding Jones. You see it there, the foul call on May. It's going to be shots for Polson as well. I like the idea of having Hornback guard Jones. You can front him and then have backside help there. Again, just playing to Hornback's strengths. He's a very aggressive, active, athletic player. Letting him front Jones allows him to use those attributes.
First free throw up and in for Keenan Polson. Just a freshman, and he is doing amazing things for this Stag program already.
He absolutely is. It's, again, I mean, we talked about this with other sports and other teams as well. It is so hard to be a freshman point guard. That's what Polson is, and he is handling it really, really well, offensively and defensively tonight and all season long for the Stags.
Mangini tries a deep 3. No good. That one short. Hornback with another offensive rebound.
It's a great look. Again, and I don't hate the shot from Mangini. In rhythm 3 there, stepping into it. It's a good look. But Hornback getting the board extra good.
Kwapizowski tries a deep 3, and he hits it. His first shot of the game is a deep 3, and he nailed it.
But he is comfortable taking those 3s, and St. James is comfortable with him taking those 3s. It's really, you know, when you have a smaller 5 like Kwapizowski, having him be able to knock down 3s makes him extra valuable.
That shot no good, rebounded by Davis. Back to Mangini. Mangini been doing a great job of running the point with Fratzel out of this one. Drives up and in, another and one. Mangini doing a great job at getting to the rim. Just needs to hit the free throws now.
Absolutely, and even if he doesn't, you'll take the points nonetheless, right? That is a great drive by Mangini, taking it inside. Look at the strength here, the poise from the junior guard. Gets him off rhythm again. You can't reach in against a guy like Mangini. He will make you pay. He did there.
Went 0 for 2 from the line on the last trip, looking to make this one, make it a 3-point play. Thunder extend their lead out to double digits, 44-34, with 40 seconds left in this quarter, and he misses the free throw again. That's one of those things where it's just mental at this point.
100%.
You're in your head the entire time. He's been able to make his shots from the field. As this one, Polson giving Hornback a little bit of his own treatment there, chucks it off of him and out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a great job. I mean, that all was created because of activity off ball defensively. Really like that there. Now, final 30 seconds, 3-second difference between shot and game clock. But Miege, you guys think they're going to hold it for what pretty much is the last shot here. Going to try to get this a shot late in the shot clock, I would expect.
Polson thinks about the shot, kicks it into Nelson. Nelson trying to work on Kwap. Good help defense from Hornback. They're going to call a foul. We'll see who it's on. I believe it's Noah Hornback, and it will be.
Yeah, just a little aggressive helping off ball there, and that's something, again, when they're not in the bonus, you're maybe okay with that. But when they're in the bonus now because of that foul, they get to shoot 2 free throws And that makes it probably a less good play for the Thunder, probably a less good decision by Hornback to try to help there. Nelson gets to the line.
Nelson misses the first shot. Trying to cut the deficit to single digits here. 18.8 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll see if the Thunder can try to get a quick possession here with the rebound by Davis. He misses both.
Empty trip at the line, that's really big for St. James, not having him have to pay there.
10 seconds left in this one. Quap with it now. Gives it over to Mingini. 5 seconds. Mingini working on Polson. Has to put something up soon. Tries the mid-range. Tries to draw the foul. Won't get it. Good defense there by the Stags.
And that's not what you want to see. That is a technical on Mingini and just a bad play right there by Mingini. He was walking away. Polson said something. He got aggressive, put the hand to the face, gave him a little arm bar to the face. That's an easy call. And frankly, I think you have to worry about Mingini getting kicked out right now. Kind of lucky, I think, St. James is that didn't escalate more. Miege guy would have been, I think, right to maybe have responded negatively to that, and he did not. But, man, that's just a mistake you can't have after ending a great quarter for the Thunder.
Yeah, and that's the second straight week with a technical by Frankie Mingini. Hate to see that.
Yeah.
As Coach Dom, obviously probably frustrated with his player there.
Yeah, they're going to call the T on Mingini. And again, that's just a mistake you don't want to have, because St. James, how they ended that quarter was spectacular. It was a great last 3 minutes, and why that is negated because of that decision there by Mingini. So there's not what you want to see. Still plenty of time to recover, though, thankfully, for the Thunder. We head into the fourth quarter, and maybe that provides a little bit of spark as well for the Bishop Miege Stags.
Yeah, not only does that give them 2 free throws of the person of their choosing, they also get a big momentum swing coming back into the half, maybe cutting it down, come back into the quarter rather, maybe coming down with a single-digit deficit instead of that 10-point deficit.
Yeah, and it's now we're taking a look here at this play by Mangini. Gets it to Kwapazowski, and you see Mangini, he gets in front of Jones, so Jones can't get out to guard him because Jones, he's probably not going to be able to get around Mangini, so Mangini gets in front of him. He can't get by him. Kwapazowski knocks down the three. Again, a really good look, and those are the guys, the role players, when you get them open threes, they've been hitting all year long tonight, and that is where a lot of the best offenses come for the Thunder.
Yeah, the Thunder ended that quarter there on a run like we talked about with their 2 best scorers on the bench with Fratzel and Peters and Kolich, one of their best scorers as well. All 3 of them on the bench. Their bench players have come up huge today in this one to provide points with Mangini, Davis, Kwapazowski, as we saw there, hit that deep 3. And 2 shots coming up for King Polson.
Yep.
To start this quarter.
And I think you love, if you're St. James, over a quarter of St. James' points today have come from the bench. That's something, a really, really good number for the St. James team.
Polson misses the first one. Both teams have had trouble from the line tonight, not shooting a great percentage. Both coaches obviously a little bit frustrated with the way their team's been shooting the ball from the line.
Understandably, I mean, that's something that you think, you know, is Polson knocks down the second here. That's something that is really just a mental thing, and that is a focus thing, because these guys all obviously can make these free throws. It's just about knocking them down and being focused. Now let's send it down to Mary Claire.
Coach Dom emphasizing in the huddle after the Francis Mangini technical. They need a box out right now, and since 50 is out, they're trying to get 25, sagging off 25, see if he can score the ball.
Deep 3 there, no good. No call of foul on the Thunder. Will stay here with the Stags. I believe it'll be on Matthew Davis.
Foul called on Davis there, just 11 seconds in. I really like this 5 defensively for St. James. I think your 3 best defenders, May, Davis, and Hornback, all out here, so I think this should be a lineup that can really guard well.
Polson, good move, tries a 3, that one short. Davis comes down with the rebound, they have numbers. 3-on-2 for the Thunder. Gives it inside to Kwapazowski, he can't handle onto it, picks it up, and the hook shot goes for Kwap. 5 points for number 23.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's the smoothest ran transition there for Kwapazowski, but he knocks it down and it finally finds that and now gets a defensive rebound. You love the bench minutes, probably the best minutes we've seen so far this year from Kwapazowski.
Great rebound on the missed 3 by Kwapazowski. Inside it's Davis. Reverse layup up and in.
That is a really impressive look and a great find as well from the point guard, Fratzel. This is the start you needed to this corner after that foul to end the half. He could have gone the other way, but St. James, great response.
Inside is Tucker. Not much you could do there by Hornback. Obviously, it looked like he had his hand straight up as he's still holding it. But the foul nonetheless by Hornback.
Yeah, he did not like that call there, but probably leaning a little more than you want there, probably giving the refs a little bit of an opportunity to make the call. Now Tucker's going to head to the line to shoot a pair, looking to get into double figures today. He's got 8. He's going to go shoot 2 here.
Hits the first one. Thunder with their biggest lead of the night at 13, now 12, as Phil Jones checks back into the game and Peters checks in for Davis.
You see Davis sneaking behind there, sneaking behind the Davis. Tucker didn't find him. That's a great play again by Fratzel, seeing him. Great cut by Davis, realizing he's open, getting near the basket. Easy bucket for St. James.
And a great job at finishing by Davis there. Almost looked like he was kind of backwards, turned 180 degrees away from the basket. Great shot there by Davis as Tucker hits both from the line. Fratzel with the ball now, gives it over to May. Back to Fratzel.
They've got Nelson guarding May. That could be an advantage for St. James if they allow May to maybe take a 3. Nelson's playing way too far off of him right now.
Peters with it, gives it to May. May tries a 3. That one hits. Jonathan May with a huge 3.
That's exactly what I was saying there. They were giving him way, way too much room. May knocked it down for his first bucket of the night.
And it looks like there's a foul call, I believe, on Noah Hornback. I don't exactly know what happened there.
I didn't see what happened there, to be honest, but it's going to be a foul on Hornback. It's going to be his 3rd. We've just had a lot of off-ball stuff today. It's hard to know what to attribute that to. It's obviously a thing when you play with great effort, great energy. That's part of it, but also a rivalry game like this, you're going to see some more of those fouls called and probably earned as well.
Yeah, probably pushed him after the shot because the points still do count. 51-37. Thunder lead here with 6:30 left in this one. As Polson still running the point, guarded by Fratzel. Gives it inside, almost an offensive foul on Polson there. It looked like maybe the arm bar a little bit.
And that's just one of those ones that's really hard to tell. You know, we're going to have to see the replay here. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of an extension there. You see the right arm definitely move out a little bit. That's going to make it the call. Bishop Miege is going to call a timeout now.
And it's one of those calls they've been calling all night. They've been calling the illegal screens and obviously those arm bar pushes. We saw McGeaney get called for one earlier as a May. Deep 3 there over the taller Jones. You'd love to see that. More players contributing from 3. We've seen Wabazetsky hit one, Davis hit one, and now May hit one. 51-37, Thunder lead this one. We'll be right back on TBN.
The faculty formation that we provide through the Blessed Silos Institute at Donnelly College exists to do 3 things. To give people time for friendship with each other, friendship with Jesus, and then how these first 2 kinds of friendship affect the vocation of being a teacher. We meet every week on Wednesday mornings, usually on the late starts. There's got to be time to be with your friends. There's got to be time to pray. There's got to be time to study, and there's got to be time to talk about being a teacher.
All right, 51-37 score here, 6:24 left in this one. St. James up 14.
Dom really emphasizing in the last timeout to keep their composure on both ends of the ball. They need to make sure they're pressing all the players on the team because they're all a threat. Assistant coach Huppy, they're saying that they need to win the game.
Thank you, Mary Claire. Wabazetsky tries another 3. Can't get it. Hornback with another offensive rebound. He's been doing an amazing job at getting the offensive boards tonight.
I really like this 5 St. James has. They played with great energy and offense and aggression all night.
Fratzel can't get it to go, fighting for the rebound. Tesmer comes down with it. Tesmer all the way, good pass inside and good find to Tucker for an easy 2.
Yeah, I love the find there and I love the finish as well. Really controlled play from Tucker, not trying to do too much, knocking it down for the Stags. That's what you need to get back in this game, quick, easy buckets like that one. Love that pick and roll there, pick and pop to Kwapazowski. Make Jones guard him outside.
Wabzetzi now with, they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Tesmer. As Damon will check back into the game for Wabzetzi. Great minutes there by Wabzetzi.
Yep. It's perfect minutes. He played so well. I feel like you have to think about, if this tightens up a little bit, I think you have to think about going back to him because he played great minutes there for the Thunder.
Good offensively and defensively, as we saw him doing well at guarding the taller Jones and Nelson. As Emmett drives in, that one just got a little bit too under the basket there. Tries to put it up, gets rejected by the rim.
Now they got numbers.
Great find there by Tesmer. Once again to Tucker. Tesmer hasn't scored a lot tonight, but done a great job at passing, as we see now back-to-back possessions with good passes and finds to Tucker.
Yeah, he's almost, I mean, it's a really good decision. Great decision making all night. He has to be a little more selfish, though. I mean, this guy is a guy averaging 24 a game. At some point, you got to just decide you're going to shoot, even if it's not a great shot. But still, it was the right decision in that instance. You see the reach in there by Tesmer. That's going to be his third of the night. Easy call there.
Peters will throw it in, gives it over to Fratzel. Back to Hornback now. Guarded by Jalen Johnson, dribbles all the way with the right hand up and in. Good basket there by Noah Hornback.
He's not a guy that scores a lot, but he is athletic enough to finish inside and has great body control as well. Big time shot there from Hornback.
Tough mid-range shot in and out for Tesmer. Polson gets the offensive board.
That's what I'm talking about right there, Tesmer. You got to start taking those short shots. It's not a great look, but you got to, I mean, it's a high percentage look for a guy like him.
Especially when you're down by 12 points, you need some sort of spark. You have to go to your top scorer and on the season in Tesmer.
Great defense there. Peters made Tucker come to him. He didn't challenge him outside. He knew he wasn't going to shoot the deep ball there, so made him come to him. Peters did a great job with his length as well.
Johnson with it. Inside, no good. Gets his own rebound. Almost looked like he traveled, had to almost chuck something up so they didn't get the travel calls. Now the Thunder have it. Kolich with it inside, and he turns it over. A little bit of sloppy basketball on both sides there.
Yeah, that definitely was not either team's player's proudest moment there on that sequence, but Miege going to get the ball back after all that. Now a 12-point game, 4:09 left. Gotta think Tesmer and Poulsen are the guys they're going to try to go to down the stretch. They got Fratzel on Poulsen now on Tesmer now rather with May out of the game. That's an interesting thing to watch as well.
Tucker with the ball, guarded by Peters, trying to get it inside. He will to Johnson. That one's thrown away, and there'll be a foul on the floor.
I don't know why. I mean, if you're Miege, if you're trying to get the ball inside, if that's an emphasis, I don't know why Phil Jones wouldn't be in the game. He's the only guy that's really scored at a high level inside today, so not really sure why that's the choice they're making.
And it's one of those things, Jalen Johnson, obviously a skilled player, freshman, 6'4", but he hasn't really been in all game. Why haven't you been trying to do this? If you like this matchup that he has, you haven't done it all game.
Yep.
Don't know why they wouldn't have gone to that earlier. Way long there as Damon gets the board, and Fratzel now with it for the Thunder. Dribbling around now.
Oh no.
Has to pirouette, try to get it off, as now it's stolen back by Fratzel and trying to bat it away. Fratzel comes down with it. Thunder get the ball in. Coach Dom will call the timeout just to slow things down and reset the team a little bit here.
That was a really bad 30 seconds of basketball both ways. There were like 7 different mistakes made by multiple guys there. What a great play, though, by Fratzel. I mean, how about the athleticism? Going up and getting that ball mid-air, getting St. James the ball back. Really good play by him. 53-41, St. James on top.
We welcome you back here. Thunder now with it way far past. Kolich inside, kicks it, tries to kick it back out to Fratzel. This one's stolen away by Tesmer. Another sloppy play by the Thunder. Up, no good, and 2 shots coming up for Tesmer. His first shot from the line tonight.
first shots from the line tonight. That's right for Tesmer, looking to get his first points of the night. And, you know, St. James, I think the emphasis there probably on slowing it down a little bit. That they did not choose to do that there, and so it results in a turnover. Miege now with a chance to bring it within 10 if Tesmer knocks both the free throws down.
And he hits the first one, gets his first point of the night. A guy that's averaging 23-24 a game, finally getting his first point with 3:23 left in the fourth quarter. Obviously not something you'd want to see if you're Bishop Miege.
No, and I think Coach Dom, the game plan today was we do not let Tesmer score. Anybody else can score, but that guy doesn't get a score. And that's worked so far today. Got to credit St. James defenders and coaching staff as well for making that the emphasis.
Fratzel with it now. Kicks it over to Peters. Peters swerving in that corner. Whoa. Can't get it to go. Fratzel gets his own rebound, tries to kick it out. They're going to call a travel.
Unfortunate mistake there for the Thunder. Miege going to get the ball back now.
And you can see Fratzel a little disappointed. Tries to say to the side judge, that's his call, not the call from all the way over there. Not something you see very often, a travel call from that far away, but probably the right call. And Miege now with the ball with 3 minutes left in this one.
Wow, what a finish that was. Polson going up, making something happen there. Now an 8-point game. Feels like Stags are back in it a little bit.
Yeah, and this is probably the best spot you've been in a while. Down 8, getting a little bit of momentum. You're starting to cause turnovers by this Thunder offense. If you're Miege, you'd love to see him try to cut it down to a single-digit game here with like a minute and a half remaining.
Absolutely, really good job by the Stags the last few 30 seconds or so after that break. They've done a good job getting themselves back in it. And I think, again, if you're Stags, I think the key is speed up. St. James played really sped up at times this quarter. I think that's really the key for St. James tonight is you just got to slow it down a little bit. Don't get sped up on the other side. Miege wants to speed you up. We'll see which side prevails here.
Peters to inbound it, still guarded full court. Is Fratzel, guarded by Tesmer.
Yeah, you're seeing full court press here, and I like that you have May in the lineup here to give you a second ball handler next to Fratzel. Fratzel's who you want to bring it up, but May can bring it up as well, playing that point guard position.
Yeah, you got kind of a 4-guard look here with Peters, Fratzel, May, and Davis, and with the bigger Damal at center.
Yep.
Peters now with it. You can take your time. You have 10 seconds to try to get it across, as Peters does just that. Kicks it inside to Damal, and Damal trying to back something down. No good. Polson steals it away. Almost looks like he takes too many steps there. Peters blocks it, says something really quick to him, and gets back on defense. Jalen Johnson now with it, and another travel. This time it's for the Thunder.
Wow, what a defensive stop that was Peters had there. If Polson makes that and it gets to be a 6-point game, you have to start getting nervous if you're the Thunder, but that was an absolute big-time rejection by Peters. Polson tried to go into him, tried to fade away at the last second. Peters loved that, as he should. What a big-time play by Emmett Peters on defensive end.
Almost looked like Polson traveled a little bit before the Peters block, but the Thunder get the travel call on Jalen Johnson's travel later on. Into the corner, it's Davis. He decides not to take it, trying to dribble it out, kill a little bit of clock. Now it's Fratzel. Fratzel reverse layup up and in. What a tough shot by Jacob Fratzel.
Really felt like that could have been a foul as well, but a great finish nonetheless.
And Polson with a huge 3.
He's got 15 on the night. He has responded time and time again. He is just keeping Miege in it just enough right now.
May with it. Thunder have numbers.
Slow it down.
We'll slow back down. It's Davis inside. Easy layup and an easy bucket from Matthew Davis.
You know, that's the one exception right there to slowing it down. If you have an easy layup at the rim, knock it down. Outside that, St. James should try to go slow, and they get the stop.
Tesmer out of control there. Looked like it touched him last, and they'll say it did. Back to the Thunder ball with the 9-point lead. 1:52 left in this one, 57-48. A low-scoring first half starts to become more of a high-scoring second half. We'll see lots of the points scored here. Peters gets it inbounded to Fratzel. Fratzel looking to push it past half court. Into the corner, it's Damal. Now it's May.
St. James needs to slow it down. You have 35 seconds on the shot clock. You might as well use it. Miege is just really speeding them up with how aggressive they are. This is what St. James should be doing. Move the ball, slow it down. Really, if you slow it down and make a shot, this game's over. That's all it takes.
And you have to think Miege is almost okay with fouling, maybe not
Yep.
this late into the shot clock, but they're playing very aggressive, so they either get the ball and get the steal, or they'll foul and send this Thunder team that hasn't shot that well from the line tonight back to the free throw line.
And you said, Jude, I think fouling is not a bad idea there. When they fouled was a mistake. What a finish that was by Fratzel. Definitely plenty of contact there. That's just a really, really impressive play. Not many guys in this state can make that play right there.
Tesmer fouls Fratzel, and Fratzel will go to the line. Definitely not the guy you want to go to the line if you're Miege. Fratzel shooting the ball well tonight. 2 shots coming up for him here.
Yeah, Fratzel's senior point guard, probably the last guy you want to go to the line, but if you're Miege, you just got to take what you can get right now. Hope that Fratzel misses one of these, but he's a guy that's been able to knock down shots a lot tonight. Yeah. I knew the second we started talking about how good of a free throw shooter he was, we were going to curse him right there. So
yeah, the old announcers jinx. We've done this many times.
Every game pretty much.
Yeah, all the time. That's on us right there.
Yep.
As Fratzel looks to extend the lead to double digits on this second free throw. Fratzel misses both.
Wow.
Right on cue pretty much. As Tesmer now with it. You gotta go. Down 9. You don't need a 3, but you kind of want one if you're Miege. A tough layup by Tesmer, no good. Trying to fight for the rebound. They're gonna say it was last touch by the Thunder, and the right call there will stay here with Miege.
Right call, and Tesmer, there was a second there where it looked like maybe when he was bringing it up, he could have done a step back for 3. He had a little bit of space. If I was him, I would have tried to get that space and take that shot.
Paulson tries to put up a corner 3, no good. Peters with the rebound, passes it over to Fratzel. They're just gonna try to dribble this one around. Gets it over to Damal, back to Fratzel.
Now you're playing keep away almost.
And he gets fouled. He'll go back to the line to try to redeem himself here. As you'll see, Miege starting to empty the bench a little bit here with 56 seconds left in this one. Thunder with the 9-point lead, 57-48.
Yeah, Miege clearing the bench now.
We'll bring in a whole new 5. We'll check in after this free throw. Fratzel's first shot up and in.
Fratzel knocked down that first free throw, now back at the line, looking to knock down his second. He has 11 on the night. A little bit of an off night shooting for Fratzel today, but still getting his and definitely doing his part, setting up his teammates as well. Also guarded Paulson most of the night for the Thunder.
Fratzel that one in and out. Fratzel done a great job, not just scoring, but passing defensively and rebounds tonight. There's the drive by Hudson, falls to the ground. This one's stolen away by Davis. About in 12 seconds shot clock, game clock differential here. They'll probably just try to dribble this one out and put up a shot at the end of the shot clock here. Fratzel now dribbling it.
Miege has chosen not to foul, so St. James probably just have to get one shot to hit the rim, and then this one will be over.
And Damal, that one batted away. Almost looks like an over-the-back call.
Maybe. Yeah, you could have called that, but they chose not to, so St. James will get to put up one last shot instead.
Not going to matter in the long run here.
No, definitely not.
3 seconds on the
Put it
shot
up.
clock. Fratzel tries a deep 3.
Oh!
He hits it! Fratzel, a floater 3 from way downtown, gets it to go. Kind of stat padding there a little bit. As there's a 3 on the other end. It's Michael Blount. Hits his first shot of the night. 61-51. Thunder will win this one over the Stags in this rivalry matchup. Great win for the Thunder. Will, who would you say was the player of the game in this one?
Oh, I think St. James MVP of tonight's game. You know, there's a lot of guys you can go to. I'm going to start with Jacob Fratzel. I think that's where it begins and ends, always with the St. James team. You mentioned it. Maybe a little bit of an off night scoring, but a great passing night as well. And obviously got the 3 at the end to cap it off. What a great performance that was for Jacob Fratzel for the senior guard. Great game by Fratzel for the Thunder.
61-51, our final in this one. We'll send it down to Mary Claire with Coach Dom.
Thank you, Will. First and foremost, hard-fought win tonight, Coach. What was it? What was the difference down the stretch to get this W?
Well, I think we lost our composure a little bit there in the third quarter. I think Matt Davis hit a big three in the third quarter, kind of got the lid off of it for us, and we were able just to kind of hang on enough. The whole thing was number 12, Tesmer. We did a great job on him with a bunch of different guys, and we just felt like taking him out would be the whole key to the game.
Key EKL matchup coming up on Tuesday night. What will you be working on to prepare for the Wolves?
We haven't really started that scout yet. We're going to spend tomorrow trying to get better ourselves, try to fine-tune a few things, get a bunch of shots up so we can see something go in.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you. Good luck.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Mary Claire. 61-51, our final in this one. St. James beats the Stags. I'm Jude Wonder alongside Will Nichols and the rest of our TB and crew. Have a good one. We'll see you next week on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.